Hello everyone and welcome to another video of F123 League Racing. Today we're here for World Online Racing and we're here for round 6. This is the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. I'll leave round 5 guys linked in the top right for the Canadian Grand Prix. One of the best, most fun, chaotic, historic league races I've had in a long time, linked in the top right as always. But this one is very, very wild and crazy. It was my final race on the Monza wheel, which I was using at the time, and I had just come off a very tough race in Brazil in Creator Series Round 1, which I'll also leave linked up in the top right if you want to see what happened in that video. And this one was basically, you know, a much more competitive, a bit of a higher level league race, and I was really concerned that I was off the pace. And the race itself was incredible in terms of, you know, the drama that happened. So hopefully you enjoy, like and subscribe. Let's get into qualifying and let's see what happened. If I see a 117 already, it's going to be a long day. Like a 117 but everyone else. So we start off in qualifying. A 117 would be an extremely good lap, especially for a first run. The key of this entire circuit, you know, besides carrying speed and pushing, is turn 4. Broke way too early there. But I'm very hit and miss with my lockups, unfortunately. This is where all the time is. I'm going to cut this all of my runs and hope I get one right. Here we go. This is the most important corner. If you cut this right, you're going to make an insane gain of time. Not too bad, but I carried no speed. And basically I was hesitant, you know, cautious. I'm going to make a commitment to basically cut it on every single run in this qualifying, and hopefully we'll get at least one decent fast cut. I'm not carrying no speed into any corner right now. My personal best is a 1:18.4 in time trial and an 18.5 in the lobby. I think we're 18.6. So that kind of gives you a bit of an idea of what we're looking at. You are seeing the purple lap times already flying in. Just want to get a valid lap on the board and we'll see where we go from here. So a corner to go, Parabolica or the Michele Alboreto curve, depending on what you want to call it, to close out our first attempt. I reckon this will be like an 18.7, 18.8 maybe. Let's see if it's right. Up to the line we go. 1:18.7. No, straight into last. Just. Anyway, on to attempt number 2 then. We're last. Nothing to lose, so we're going to try and cut it again, but just be a bit more aggressive and carry a bit more risk throughout the lap and see what happens. So, starting off with the first chicane. You want to brake at the 100-meter board, down to 3rd gear, and important to get a bit of rotation. We go a little bit deep on the brakes, but we do pull it back and get good drive. Wow, and I locked up into turn 1. That's how bad it was in the last lap. Now can I cut the chicane? So carrying a slight lock up into 1, made it work, but this is it. Make or break. What do we do? Oh, beautiful. I'll take that. Best cut I've ever done in my life. Absolutely on the money, and now we're 3/10 up, absolutely cooking through the Lesmo here, and now we just have to try and hold on to this lap and not make a mistake. My Lesmos are really not good. I could do so much better there. I'm throwing this away, but let's try and nail this. Just a bit of a lack of rotation and carrying corner speed for the Lesmos. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Wow, I didn't lose anything, even though I forgot to hit the apex. I thought I turned in way too late into Ascari, you know, just too late, not enough rotation, missed the first apex which we were going to really cut, but we did okay actually. That was nice, I felt pretty nice. Platform box sets a 2 and we are going to cross the line to set a 1:18 point. What time will pole be? I reckon if someone gets a 17, that'll be pole. I think that's my prediction.
I think based off the time so far, probably 0.
So we did a 1:18.4, which is already a personal best. We're currently 8th. And there's a lot of pressure on those who haven't done a lap to nail it, because everyone's going to try and cut turn 4, and if you get it wrong, your lap is over. If you bump over the curb or you invalidate, there's a very fine margin. Got a very nice bit of tyre temp for a change. Let's see if I can make it count. Now there's definitely some time. Turn 1, Lesmos, and also entry for Ascari, if we can just get it right.
30 seconds left in the session.
I really don't appreciate getting that radio right in the braking zone. Oh, fucking hell. Just unfortunate, very unfortunate there, getting a radio bang on the 100-meter board just before. I just found it completely distracting. So we're going to go make or break here through the chicane, and it's break as we cut a bit too much and invalidate. There it is. Now, I decided to keep pushing anyway, just to see what the lap would have been. And simply by correcting those small errors, especially the Lesmos, we found time. So there was quite a bit of time. Those Lesmos still weren't great. This is where I think the time is though. And we're going to find out, is there time in Ascari? We're apparently purple in the middle sector, but look at this. Time everywhere through here. There it is. That's what the time was. Could have quite easily done a 1. Quite easily. Now, if you consider we was, you know, a 10th down after the first chicane, and now we're a 10th and a half up almost. That's a bit shit. Not the best exit, but granted, there was like 2.5 tenths. Oh, Connor. 3.6. 3.46. It wouldn't have given me much anyway. So we did a 3.46, which actually I'm not on screen, but I'm 15th with a 1:18.426. Now, let's just be conservative and let's shave off 2 tenths off the time. Not even 2.5, just 2 tenths. That would put us on a 2.26, which would be P7. I think that was actually quite possible in the end. So I'm not mad about it. My pace was horrific before qualifying. My PB was a mid-5. You know, I just could not get on the pace. And the fact that my theoretical in session was actually a low 2 is actually quite encouraging. And I think I actually put it together in qualifying. So let's get into the race and let's see what happens. What full do you reckon, Leroy?
I'm going to start at 0.4.
Is that it? I'll check
You
that.
can lift it close around this, can't you? And you probably want to lift it close to avoid people in the break as well.
Don't forget tire pressure as well.
Aren't softs decent around here? I thought they weren't that great, but that was in Creator Series, 100% race, but they didn't feel great. Let's see what happens. Mixture of tyres. Let's just try and stay in the train and stay alive. Lights on, lights out, and away we go for the Italian Grand Prix. Race starting great with this pedal. Felt pretty smooth, but it wasn't very quick. All the constant switching between Thrustmaster, Fanatec, Monza is not ideal. Right, easy does it then. Just struggling with adapting, you know, to the pedals all the time and finding the right balance and the right sweet spot. But either way, 18th, we've lost places. I'm not going to fight the guys on faster tyres right now. I need to get comfortable with this wheel and just the race in general. So we're just going to see how things pan out before we start ramping it up. So pretty conservative game plan. We're down to 19th now, and it could be last in a minute if Tom Roberts gets by. So no rush. Long race. Exactly. Very long race. We're not going to try and win it in the first corner because I'm still kind of getting used to the wheel at the time. My race in Creator Series the other day, I wasn't happy with how the car and the wheel felt. I'm hoping this one's a bit better now that I've done a bit more laps on it. Track limits will be key. Everyone's burning battery. There'll be a big check-up into turn 1. So on to lap 2 then, and I don't expect the DRS train to really spread out because, you know, the DRS zones, the constant slipstream, unless there's like a big battle or a big crash, I don't expect fuel spread. So we just have to stay close. Everyone's burning right now. I've gone a bit lower on my front wing to be a bit more, you know, a bit conservative, so we're faster on the straights and we can hopefully hang on. I think I will struggle. I think my pace will be, you know, not great. Okay, Joel, pushing right. Now we just get completely run out of road as also Andrei Lukács there bottoms out on the white paint on the entry of Lesmo and bottoms out. So we gain a place and we're up to 18th, although Andrei I think might come back into the fight. So got Joel and also Bogdan Moldovan as we look to rejoin the DRS train.
I think the Softs have hit the drop-off already.
I'm quite happy with the race setup so far. Cars feel okay. Now, I was actually genuinely feeling pretty comfortable. We matched the personal best from Joel, which was the fast lap of the race, 22.7. And I was actually starting to feel low-key confident. Are you still on these wings, Leroy?
Yeah.
I think they're really good.
What percent are your Softs on, Leroy?
Medium. I'm on mediums.
Can I get a battery update?
It's 70.
Yeah, the full parabolic does 70.
Okay, cheers. I'm using more now. Alright, let's see what happens here. So we have a full charge. Bogdan's on around at least 70, possibly less now because he used some to try and attack Antoine Desaluski in the run to down to turn 4. So I think maybe around 50% at this time. So I'm just kind of planning, plotting, and thinking about some moves. On to end of lap 5, and actually Tom Roberts here catches me napping, and he's going to force a move here to try and get through. So that's going to force me to drain my battery, which is fully charged. And I'm just kind of sitting back waiting. I'm being very opportunistic here. Not many people have a full charge. It's easy to recharge here, and in a couple of laps you can get it back, but it's so powerful, the battery here, if you get it right. So you want to use it at the right time. You can see Antoine and Bogdan just battling really heavily. We also fend off Tom Roberts, and we stay in 18th for now. Andre Lukash has disappeared from the battle, so he's no longer a factor. These two still going at it, but eventually Antoine coming out on top as we now head on to lap 6. Oh, that was stupid from me. We get a lazy track limit warning there, just not enough rotation on the steering input, and that is our first warning, hopefully only warning of the race. Bogdan flashing out of battery, which is great. We have 65, 70%, so we have a huge advantage. We've caught back up to the train ahead as well, so it's all systems go right now, and this race is starting to open up. And we now have the advantage on this tyre as we go to the outside, and we're going to get Bogdan and possibly Antoine 3 wide. It's going to be close. On the brake side, just back out a little bit because it's a bit too tight. There's contact ahead, and that's Kai Pearson off in the Alpine on the soft tyre, so he having a half spin as we skip on to lap 8. Kai has actually managed to keep up and rejoin. Bogdan with a poor exit out of Ascari, and now we're going to go for it. We know he's low on battery, so we're going to go for it again and try to get in front into Parabolica. We just edge ahead, but he fights in the braking zone, so we have to go the long way round. Struggling to get the power down, but we're now going to get it on acceleration and finally confirm the move into 16th place. Who's behind you, Mia?
Mark Schluter and Tumas Laminin on softs. That's probably why I'm still leading this train.
I was going to say, why's no one helping you out?
But they
There we go, French.
going to try it here, but I don't want them going ahead of me.
Take the outside.
So the DRS train ahead has broken, so you can see just in front there's a bit of a gap between the first pack and the second pack. Roberts attacking again.
See, Tom.
Merci beaucoup. Oh wait, we're not done yet. Back from what? And Antoine there helping me out, aka what we call him, French, as a short. But Roberts back for more. Inside of 4, we have to go conservative, and we just hold on. Oh, wait. Worst possible outcome.
Alright, the train's connected.
Okay, quite appreciate it, mate. Fucking hell. Kai came up high there, tried to take the racing on, I was still there.
But I'm just trying to keep my wing intact here.
Reese,
Someone pitted already.
yeah, black
Kai's
box.
pit as well.
Oh my god.
Well, let's lock in. That's how far behind we are. Bloody death at turn 1, and we're not even there to collect the pieces. Actually, yeah, we do. Got to use a bit of battery here. We're at risk of losing the train. Just going to burn a little bit. So, first few pit stops starting to happen, which means the field is kind of going to spread out a bit. There's going to be a few gaps. Again, critical to not lose DRS at this time. So, you know, battery usage will be key, as both myself and Tom there have a bit of a moment through the 4-5 chicane. You can see that the train has reformed, and we're now P14 as more cars start to pit. And we're just kind of going through the paces. There's no rush to undercut because rear tyres really suffer. If you go really early, you're going to be on thin rubber at the end.
Got so much understeer. Oh my god.
Oh. Fucking hell, Connor. If I get a run, I might go, just heads up. Now, I believe Lefted or Connor has damage. He's in this call, so bear that in mind. I take it you're struggling through the right-handers.
I'm struggling through every corner. But I got straight line speed.
I still feel pretty quick, pretty comfortable. What's the battery, Neil?
66.
I got full charge if you,
Yeah, if you want to use on the straight, I won't.
just to stay with the train, I'm saying, if you're like struggling a bit.
I can stay with the train with it using it, but you go past it anyway.
It helps you stay on as long as possible.
Yeah.
Hope I don't break myself here with these fucking brakes.
I've already done it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, so does Reese. I don't know if you guys knew that one.
Yeah. And Mark's got 5.
I've got a feeling all 4 of these guys are going to pit.
If you do watch the pit lane,
Is it a 60 or 80?
Don't know.
80.
So now lots of cars in the pits, and we're up to P9. Gradually making progress here, and I'm happy to go long because I actually feel really quick. I'm really comfortable on these tyres at this stage. I need Nando to pass Joel, man. Joel's not fast anymore.
If you feel faster, Tom, then undercut. If no one else pits.
I'm turning up.
No, never mind. They always pit.
Doesn't matter. 2 ahead pit, so I'm staying out with Joel. So now a lot of cars have pit, and you know we're entering the last 10 laps of this race, and we're still on these hard tyres as we're now P2 behind Joel Marquardt. What's Joel's battery? Do we know?
Hang on. 33 exit.
So my plan is to try and pass him on this in lap. I mean, if I go mediums, I won't hit the first phase at all, so I'll have great tyres to the end.
A lot of us are
No,
in softs.
Nando and Tom on softs behind me.
What shall I do?
Do softs.
I've got battery, so I might just burn it and go another lap.
That's your own, but you get gapped. You won't have DRS.
It's
If you pit
amazing.
now, Tom, then you'll stay
yeah,
ahead
I'd
of
pit.
Joel. So
Yeah.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I had no front end there when I turned in. Softs, yeah?
Yeah.
So dropped on, and we're going to roll the dice here. And even though the medium is a great tyre, we are going to go softs and hope to fight back into this race. We've passed Joel successfully, and we're now going to box from the race lead onto a fresh soft tyre.
Oh, I'm fucked.
No, you're right. That's right.
Those two, Joel and Connor, going for a
Why did he back
safety
off?
car.
So does he have damage?
No, he's not hit down.
Right then, onto softs. We're going to be at the back of the queue. Hopefully we can fight back. 2 warnings is a bit of an issue. I just had so much understeer when I cleared out.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
So much understeer when I cleared out of the slipstream. Oh, we have a death. And a bit of contact through turn 1, although they seem to have got going, but most importantly now we have to try and catch up to the train ahead and get back into DRS range. Got to use some battery here to get within DRS. Can't afford to waste any time. Now if I can hold some battery back, that'd be lovely, but at this stage we can't mess around. We've got to use the tyres and the battery intelligently. We're 19th, so we're back down to basically where we were at the end of lap 1, but we are in a much better overall race position now because there's a lot of cars who've boxed early and on old tyres, and we are on a fresh soft, so we have to take full advantage of this before we enter the first phase, which is 25% wear. We breeze past Andre, who's on a very old hard, and we also use it as a slingshot to have some very high speed trap on the back straight, and with that we're going to kind of get a slingshot onto Tom Roberts, using the battery here to try and get within range into the main straight and Parabolica, which we successfully just creep in there, you can see on the entry. So absolutely critical moment in this race. Tell me I got DRS, please. Yes, huge.
Oh my god, Kai just killed 2 people.
who's stream? Oh, wait.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
So possible post-race penalty for Kai Pearson. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it sounds like it hasn't been great. We're now going around the outside though of the Williams. Fucking hell, Tom. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just run off road.
So you join next round.
Like, they've literally caught me like 1/10 this lap.
That's it. Now, Roberts passed Antoine, who's on our old medium, and Antoine said to pass on the left. He let me by, no defence from him. And we're getting another place, so we're now 16th in this one. And I believe also John Marquardt also pit, so we've gained a couple of places. Up next, we have Tom Roberts yet again with Nando Moreira, and we are beautifully poised here for a double overtake because we are locked in behind both of these guys. Roberts with the toe, we're going to get the double toe. Nando's out of battery, and just like that, we slice them both, and we go down the inside. Yellow flag at 1, so we're going to gain possibly a place, as I think as Joris Kroos and Spawn.
Green flag.
Luke,
Hello.
I need to check on that yellow flag pass. The game didn't punish me for it, but
Yeah, you can overturn the yellows, don't worry.
okay. Am I one place away from points? Do I need to get bogged down to get points?
In that train ahead of you, 3 cars of 10.
So I'm on,
Yeah.
I'm on for a point right now.
Yes. Kai will definitely get a penalty.
Yeah, they will as well. Yeah, they are Julian for Leo.
Yeah.
Bogged down's in
So
trouble.
This one now.
So Joris Kroos, of course, was backwards at turn 1, the championship leader. So we gain a place there, plus the 2 moves we pulled off. And then we also passed Bogdan Moldovan at Parabolica. And now we're going to get Reyes Imtiaz, who's got a penalty, to move into P11 as we execute a flurry of moves. And these soft tyres are absolutely cooking at this stage of the race.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
And look at the grip as we also get the run on Kai Pearson, who also looks at maybe possible post-race penalties due to the contact earlier on. But we're going to clear him anyway and move into the points on merit without requiring any penalties to basically bring us into play. So we're now behind Leo Lund, looking to try and gain more positions in this battle ahead. Don't need no penalty, mate. 5 cars and 2 laps. The lower wing is just working beautifully. I want to keep my front wing intact if possible. Now, this kind of phase of the race was basically a bit of a battery recharge phase because we burnt everything up, you know, carving through the pack. Contact here as Laminen and Leo Lund go at it. We try to get Thomas, but he does not want to let us go. No need to battle, he's got a pen. So we'll just take our time. Again, he's got that penalty, so no rush. We'll just be patient with it. Again, we'll merge back up. Patience here. No need to rush into anything. If I can get Leo Lund, who doesn't have a pen, that would help. But we don't have to rush into anything here. It's a lot of battling, and the train will reform. Now, that's kind of my intention or my plan, but Kai Pearson had other ideas and wants to get through, so he's kind of forcing my hand to use battery here, so we can't actually take it easy. Instead, we have to burn, and we put him on the outside and keep him there as we stay in front. And I'm actually going to say, you know what, I don't really want to do this in terms of battling, so I'm actually going to burn what I've got left and actually clear Laminen instead. And basically put him behind me, and then we can stick behind Leo Lund. We know Laminen's got no battery, you can see him flashing.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Defending hard into 1, we take the inside line, leave plenty of room. Does he leave the room on the exit? Not quite, but soft tyres still coming through clutch for us with the grip, and we managed to challenge as we now race towards turn number 4. Getting shoved onto the gravel. Oh, nice. Good save, good save. Getting a little bit crossed up there as I had to brake very late to avoid being lunged by Kai or Laminen. And you can see now P9, we're looking pretty decent. JST's got a 3 seconds, so we're looking at P8. And now
Yellow flag.
Connor, who didn't pit for the entire race when super long cover of a safety car, got disqualified for not changing tyres. So right now, with JST's penalty, we are P7 on track. So last lap of the race, everyone giving it everything flat out to the end, everyone flashing on battery, but I believe there's no more penalties at this stage. Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Resulting in loose debris. Fortunately,
Yo.
managed to clear it up in time, and there are so far
That could
no
be a
plans for
podium.
safety car.
Hey, Antoine.
Yeah?
I appreciate letting me through, man.
I
Yeah.
really hope the JSC can't get his pen off. If he can't get his pen off, then that's a win.
In a freak, once-in-a-lifetime event, P1, P2, both Haas cars had contact, and they both took each other out at the final corner, which gave us 2 extra places to finish P5 on track. And I can tell you, Jerne Dovzan, even though he won the race, got a post-race penalty, which means we actually finished this one P4, and my teammate Leroy Brown won the race. So from 19th on lap 1 and 19th when we rejoined on lap 18 on softs, we finished in 4th and a 1-4 for the team, and that does mean in the championship we are currently 8th. We are on a hot streak after a poor first 2 races, switching between Thrustmaster and Fanatec. The last 4 rounds we've got our act together, and suddenly we're looking in a very healthy position. Leroy straight into the top 3 with that race win, and even though I didn't show you on screen because I didn't take a screenshot at the time, this actually put us 2nd in the constructors behind Alpine. So honestly, absolutely mental how this season has turned around for us, and we're in a really good streak, guys. P5 last race, P4 today, we got P6 I think in Imola. Just some great results so far, guys, and it's really refreshing. So next race we go to China, which I believe I'm missing, so my next race is going to be Austria. So that'll be the next episode, guys. So cheers for watching, like and subscribe. Finally, we have some standings. As always, a big shout out to the members. Check out all the links down below, guys, to all my channel sponsors, affiliates, my wheel, my gloves, all that stuff, and also the 2 videos on the screen. And yeah, guys, cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and that's goodbye from me.